and having a little fun hacking up the course. Hopefully the reserve will survive. A bunch of non-golfers out here. I know there's a few exceptions to that rule, but I look forward to working with all of you this year and you know, having a great season, and appreciate what you do and how you do it. We got a bunch of quality people here, and you know, I value the relationships. I know everybody's got a job to do just like I do, and you know, hopefully it'll be a good year for all of us involved. So with that, I'll take whatever questions you guys may have.
Coach, talk about Cole and kind of how he's responded to being named the starter a few weeks now.
Yeah, he's responded great. I mean, just like I knew he would. I mean, he was excited to have that opportunity, but you know, it's like you know, when you earn that scholarship to go to college. Well, that's great, and you're excited about that, but now you got to go to work, and you got to go, you know, kind of start over. And for Cole, he's not starting over. He's a veteran player that has excellent experience and a very good track record of performance as a backup. You know, and so now he's got to go win. It's just that simple. He's got the respect of our team. He's earned that through his experience and through his work ethic, and just, you know, his natural leadership ability. He's got the street cred, if you will, with our guys. But that'll only go so far. I mean, he's got to go win some games, and he's performed well as a backup for us, and now it's all about performance as a starter. And you know, I'm very confident. Sleep good at night, knowing I got a guy like him. The last time I was in this situation, I actually feel a little better now than I did then, because, you know, a few years ago, Taj Boyd was getting ready to take his first snaps as a starter. He didn't have very much experience. He had a little bit, and he certainly didn't have. He had zero experience with what we do on offense, you know, whereas Cole, this is all he knows. It's been 3 years of this. He's been in the fire, and then same thing with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson knows a lot more coming in here as a freshman than Taj did going into that first year in the system, just because Deshaun has done this for 4 years. This is the style of play that he comes from. So I think we have a very good situation, and the leadership is there. We just got to have the performance to go with it.
Coach, every year you lose guys. Is this year a little bit different in that you lose a quarterback, a running back, 2 wide receivers, a couple linemen? I mean, maybe every 2 or 3 years you lose that caliber of guy. Talk about turnover, as many skilled guys as you have on offense.
Yeah, I mean, that's just change as a part of college football. It just, and I think it's what makes our game so interesting and so exciting. Just about the time players get great, they have to move on. And you just now got them ready where you're really having those great, intelligent conversations, and they leave. And you're starting over in college football. Every single year you're starting over. You know, it's that talented freshman that just doesn't know anything about your system or whatever. You know, but that's exciting. It's a lot of fun. You know, a couple years ago in 2011, you know, we had 42 freshmen. 42 freshmen of our 85 scholarships. And we won the league, and we had all kind of questions everywhere, but you know, we got the team ready to play, and we made a lot of mistakes along the way, but it was kind of the beginning of where we are now, and where we are with this team. Yes, we lost some good players, but we do have good experience coming back. We've recruited well, in my opinion, and you know, we gotta develop them and coach them up, and got to come out of the gates ready to go and play to our strengths, and I think we'll have a chance to have another very successful season.
Last year you kind of talked about how it's turning over to be more of a defensive team. Defense isn't a secret anymore. You still feel that this is a defensive-minded team?
Yeah, well, last year I didn't think we were an offensive-minded team. I think we're a team. You know, you win as a team, you lose as a team. From year to year, you have different strengths within that team. And within, like, maybe it's offense, and some years you got a Sammy Watkins, and other years you got a CJ Spiller, or you know, whatever it may be. Some years you got a really young offensive line, some years you're very experienced there. Same thing on the defensive side. But at the end of the day, it's about winning as a team and finding a way. You know, 69-68, 3-0. The objective is to find a way to win the game and to continue to improve throughout the season. I think on paper, there's no doubt that defensively, we got a chance to be really, really good. I stood here last year in front of y'all. Y'all almost turned your cameras off because y'all asked me, what the strength of our team was, and I know y'all are all waiting to talk about Sammy and Taj, and I said, well, I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I really feel like that the strength of our team, and especially by the end of the season, will be our front seven, and that's really the way it worked out. We led the nation in tackles for loss. We were top 25 in just about everything defensively, with a bunch of sacks. And it was exciting to see that play, although we still had some flaws. I think this year defensively, we have a chance to be the most complete group that we've had since I've been the head coach. Just depth, experience, talent, much improved in the secondary. I think we got 7 corners that can play and win. I think we got 6 safeties that can play and win. And we just haven't had that. And we have the competition to go with it. So it's a very good situation for us defensively. And Brand will be the first one to tell you, it's all great. And they've earned that. I mean, these guys have played. I mean, they've done a lot of things. But what are we going to do? I mean, nobody's going to just say, okay, well, they're a top-ranked whatever coming in here. Nobody's going to underestimate Clemson. You got back-to-back top 11 or 11 win seasons. You got a first-time BCS win team. You've got back-to-back top 10 finishes, multiple 10-plus win seasons. Nobody's underestimating Clemson. And it doesn't matter, okay, we led the nation in tackles for loss. We did all these great things. What are we going to do now? How do we get better? Everybody's got to get better. Coaches, players, and if our guys will continue to stay committed like they have in the past, I think we have a chance to be outstanding, but we got to go do it. All it is right